So I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to start off WrestleMania 41 with a World Heavyweight Championship match with your reigning, defending World Heavyweight Champion in Kanta versus main event Jey Uso. I think it's quite simple here. What were we doing this for if Jey doesn't win? Like, what were we doing all this for? If Jey Uso doesn't win, what are we doing here, bruh? So I think this is the easiest one out of any match at WrestleMania night 1 or 2. Jey Uso has to win. He is super over. I don't care what the internet says or whatever. Like, Jey Uso is super over, even though the build has been up and down. Like, Jey Uso deserves this moment. The fans love him. He's a great person. Start off WrestleMania hot with a new world champion in Jey Uso. Yeet. After this, let's go Rey Mysterio versus Grande Americano. I just feel bad for Chad Gable, man. Like, he did all that hard work going into like 2023. Didn't get his match versus Gunther. Now doesn't get to be even at WrestleMania 41. What we doing? But with that being said, this is just going to be a fun comedy type of match. I think Grande Americano is going to try to do this old switcheroo and try to trade places with Chad. And they're going to try to get the okie doke over on Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio is going to be it's going to see what's going on, is going to win this match because it's all about the respect of the luchadors. Why would you have Chad, who's disrespecting the luchadors, beat Rey at WrestleMania? You know, and plus, Rey always wins his feuds at WrestleMania, so Rey's winning here. Like, what are we doing? Now, in my opinion, this is the best feud of the entire WrestleMania card. They've done this to perfection. Oh my God, Naomi with the culture tape. Proceed with caution. The above the rim Tupac races in the in the hair and the earring and the nut, like, yo. Naomi as a heel has been a blessing in disguise. I don't know how far in advance they knew they was doing this match. If originally the plan was Bianca, I have no idea. I don't know. I don't care. Naomi turning heel is the best thing that ever happened to her. Jade, I think, has been taken out for as long as she was to get her ready for this moment. I know a lot of people think this is going to be a squash. I think this needs to be a good 10-minute, maybe 10 minute to 12, 13-minute match where Naomi and Jade brawl. They have a fight, because this should not be a wrestling match. This should be a fight, because Naomi is emotionally unstable right now because she feels like Jade took her spotlight. Jade is unstable because she damn near lost her career thanks to Naomi. Yeah, so both of these people, both these women are going to be super emotional. Again, I'm so happy for these women to get this moment, the first non-title match, women's title match at WrestleMania since I think 2000, WrestleMania 2000, something like that. But yeah, I think they're going to tear the house down. I think they're going to exceed expectations. And again, this is the best built feud going into WrestleMania. And of course, I got Jade winning because she should win, and because she damn near had her life taken away. Like, Jade needs to win this, and I think she will win this. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu, two of the hottest characters in the WWE right now. LA Knight, yeah, versus Jacob Fatu, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I wish Solo was nowhere near this match, the Bloodline. I wish these two could just have a match that's based on the U.S. title and just who is the best. But I think this is going to be a very dope match. I think Jacob Fatu is going to show up and show out his very first WrestleMania. Oh my God. However, I do think Solo gets involved. I think Solo gets involved. If you look at the rest of the card, this is the first time that there hasn't been a Bloodline type story at WrestleMania. And I think in order to keep that story going in regards to the Bloodline, Solo turns on Jacob, making Jacob a face, which people want to cheer Jacob anyway. So you make him a face by having Solo turn on Jacob Fatu, so you set up that feud. Meanwhile, LA Knight, who just won the U.S. title, keeps his title and keeps it for a little longer until hopefully he wins King of the Ring. War Raiders versus New Day. Thank God for the New Day. Man, how far have the New Day fallen? How in the world do you have one of the hottest heel turns in the history of the WWE and you don't do anything with it for like 2 months? I do not understand. How is the New Day not champions going into WrestleMania? I do not understand. The War Raiders have been doing nothing for 2 months. I do not understand. Like, and I'm like, everybody in the mamas thought that there's no way this is going to be at WrestleMania. It's probably going to be on the Go Home Raw where New Day win the titles. But it's on WrestleMania, which leads me to believe we're going to get some type of angle coming out of WrestleMania. I think New Day have to win this match. They're still, even though they're not nowhere near as hot as they were when they broke up from Big E, it's still the New Day. I think you pay off the heel turn by having them win the tag titles. The first win they would ever have as a team at WrestleMania, and you bring that up of Xavier and Kofi being like, we won once we got away from the Big E. Once we got away from the fans, we finally won as a team at WrestleMania, which is insane that that's a stat. As over as New Day has been over the past decade. And I think out of this, they either tease Big E and maybe Big E does something or gets some famous person to do something, or you have what I originally thought the match was going to be. You have Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six come out and start that feud between the New Day. There has to be some type of angle, and that's how it should be booked, because if we're not doing that, then what are we doing? We have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair in one of the most bizarre builds I've ever seen out of WrestleMania. This reminds me so much of The Rock versus Cena going into WrestleMania 28, where they lost the plot a long time ago. Like, Rock and Cena, people, I think, have nostalgia glasses on when it comes to that feud. That feud sucks bad, because the hottest that feud was going into WrestleMania 27 when The Rock was a guest host. So you had these two guys that hated each other that were tearing each other down, but there was still tension between them. Once you get to 28, it's like, how much can we disrespect each other like we're high school bullies? And it's just like, that's not what the match should be about. It should be about who's the best of their era, who's the best of their generation. And they kind of got there near the end with The Rock doing the whole Rocky statue and I gotta be the GOAT. Cena in an empty arena talking about I gotta be the best. But they lost the plot a long time ago. And the same thing with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair sucks at doing builds. She sucks at building, at trying to help build talent. Just go watch every WrestleMania feud she's had. Like, she sucks at it because she can't never. This story should be about Charlotte trying to overcome the odds after being gone a year. Does she still have it? After losing her chance to wrestle at WrestleMania last year, being gone a year, does she still have it? That should be the feud, but that would have to make Charlotte Flair a face, which she doesn't. She's not good at being a baby face. But that should be the feud. But anyway, even with all that being said, Tiffany versus Flair, I think it's still going to be a very good match, and I think they're going to show out because their egos and pride will not allow them to have a great match at WrestleMania. And I think you have to have Tiffany win here to show that there is a new woman in town, and her name is Tiffany Stratton. And now Charlotte has to build back up to getting that title shot, which should be her story. Give Charlotte a new story arc. You have to build up new talent. This is not like 2013 to 2019 where we just rely on old stars. We have to make new talent. So I think Tiffany wins here. The main event of night one, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for custody of Paul Heyman. I could not care less about this match because there's no stakes involved. Nothing. I don't care who Paul sides with. I literally do not care. So this is one of the most disappointing builds for me because I know they're trying hard, but the fact that the favorite wasn't somewhere tied into the main event of night two or tied into getting a title shot or something. It's really disappointing. But with that being said, well, look at all three competitors, three of the top names in the entire industry. Who needs it more? What's better for the story? That's the only thing I'm focused on. When I look at who needs it more, what's better for the story, Seth Rollins has to win. Roman's going to be gone, going back on vacation, even though Roman talking like, oh, I'm a full-time cash cow, haha. It's like, nigga, shut up, whatever. Punk winning in his first main event doesn't seem right to me. Like, CM Punk has always been a perpetual underdog. Like, he works best when he has something to fight for. So the fact that he finally got his main event is cool, which I think that damn near should have just been the favors than Paul being beside you. Like, I don't understand what that got to do with anything. But anywho, I think Punk losing in his first main event now gives him more drive for next year, hopefully to win the Rumble, fingers crossed, to main event WrestleMania and eventually turn heel, which that's kind of what I'm hoping happens. Meanwhile, Seth, I think, has been the third wheel because Punk and Roman are bigger stars, and this feud has been based around Paul Heyman, who has notoriously been a CM Punk and Roman Reigns guy. So, Seth winning this, I think, does a lot for him. Hopefully, he turns heel because he's been needing that heel turn for a long time. I know everybody's predicting Paul siding with Seth. I don't want that. That doesn't even look, that nowhere near looks right to me. So, I think Seth does win in spite of Paul Heyman, as I think Paul Heyman should side with Punk, go against Roman. That would be your big right? Heyman officially breaks away from Roman, sides with Punk, but Punk is so distracted by that Seth cashes in and, pun intended, and wins this match. But that's night one. Night two, let's start off with Randy Orton. Randy Orton, who currently doesn't have a match at WrestleMania. They've been teasing Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa. I think that's all just not foreshadowing. I forget what it is, what the phrase is, but smoke and mirrors. And I think because of what's going to happen in night one with Solo costing Jacob Fatu, originally it's going to be set for Solo versus Orton, which Triple H knows motherfuckers don't want to see that. So he's giving us that. He's going to do an okie doke with Jacob Fatu taking out Solo for Randy to be like, well, who do I face now? And Nick Aldis would be like, I figured someone out for you. So somewhere near the middle of the card, Nick Aldis come out, give him his moment. And the reason I think that is because of one line he said, which is, I want you to respect me. That is a line. That's not a throwaway line. That is an important line that the GM, who has relatively been on the up and up this entire time since he's had that job since late 2023, I think, telling Randy Orton, I just need your respect. I think what better way to get Randy Orton's respect, even though Randy Orton said, oh, you already have my respect, but what better way to really get Randy Orton's respect than to prove that you got it in the ring. And that's what the fans want. We want Nick Aldis. We've been screaming, let Nick Aldis out that suit, get him in the ring. I think that'll be a dope moment. 10-minute match. There's no expectations on it. Nick Aldis, Randy Orton, with Randy Orton winning, I think would be dope. Let's go to AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, even though I can't stand Logan Paul, and not in let's get good heat. No, he has go away heat with me. He got S-Pac heat for me. I don't know why I need to see him on my TV or on Netflix or anything, but we're here now. Nothing we can do about it. I know the match will be fine. AJ Styles, Logan Paul, I think I have the perfect ending. As soon as I thought of this match, I said, they got to do the ending. What's the ending? They got to do AJ Styles one side of the ring, Logan Paul other side of the ring, recreate the Ricochet Logan Paul moment, because we can't keep showing that because Ricochet is in AEW now. So we got to recreate that. But AJ Styles has the elbow, Logan Paul has the brass knucks. Whoever gets there first wins. And I think AJ Styles should win because he shouldn't be losing to no fucking Logan Paul. That's what I think should happen. F that. Like, I know Logan Paul probably gonna win. I don't care. AJ Styles should win with the forearm. Hit him with the forearm, lays right on him. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles gets his win. And because of what they're doing with Karrion Kross and showing AJ Styles' mean side or whatever evil side, evil ways, that he'll tap into that and win that match thanks to Karrion Kross, because Karrion Kross damn near is always right. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. I think this is a sleeper of a match. I know people want more for Drew, but you're sleeping on Damian Priest. Like, Damian Priest has done so much since winning Money in the Bank. He definitely exceeded expectations. He was kind of a lame champion, but somewhere in there, they're like, oh, this motherfucker is a badass. Let's make him a badass. And then he teamed with Rhea, and I think we're doing Damian Priest such a misjustice by keep saying, oh, Drew deserves better. Drew deserves better. Like, Damian deserves to be here. Damian deserves this moment, this match, which I don't know if he's ever had a singles match at WrestleMania, to my knowledge. So I think this might be his first like one-on-one match. So I think this is a dope moment for him. Drew and Damian in a street fight are going to throw them bows. Like, they're going to throw them things, you feel me? I think this is going to be a great underrated match that people are not going to expect because they, for whatever reason, think Drew deserves so much more. Like, they're going to be fine. I think Drew should win here. But I think it's going to be a way better match than people expect. And Drew get that big fat dub. Shout out to the party, up, up, down, down. And Drew will go on to better things. Fatal 4-way for the IC title: Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor. I think we all are on one accord, right? I think we're here. We're all on one accord right now. What should happen, right? The Fatal 4-way should end with one person raising that IC title high, and that is Dirty Dom Mysterio. Dom deserves this, bro. He deserves this. You deserve it. You deserve it. If anybody deserves this win, it's Dom. Dom has been working his butt off for 2.5 years. He's been able to break out of his father's shadow, even though he's been talking down on him every chance he gets, which is so hilarious to me. But yeah, Dom winning this title, bringing the title back to Judgment Day, will only validate the breakup between Finn Balor and the Judgment Day, which will also, I think, whoever the new member should be, because Dom has been adamant we need a new member. Whoever the new member is what's going to help Dom win that title. I have no idea who that is. I don't want to predict, but whoever that is will help Dom win that title and give Dom his first major singles title on the main roster, and I think it's well deserved. Speaking of Judgment Day, let's get this out of the way. Liv and Raquel versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Again, I have no idea why we couldn't just have Bayley versus Lyra for the title. Like, what's the point of having the mid-card titles with Chelsea Green and Lyra Valkyria if none of them are going to even defend it at WrestleMania? What was the point? But we're here, and I see no purpose of Bayley and Lyra winning here. Like, literally, no, it literally serves no purpose. I think Bayley should turn on Lyra here or the night after because she wants that title, and Liv and Raquel retain. So I'm calling it right now. Bayley probably won't turn, but Bayley being frustrated will cause. Bayley's so much better as a heel. Like, her face run has been mid as all hell, bro. It's been Reggie. Like, we need to turn Bayley back heel. So Bayley's, whatever attitude is going to mess up them winning the tag titles and Liv and Raquel retain. Going into the semi-main event of WrestleMania Night 2, Io versus Rhea versus Bianca. If you watch my channel, you all know how I feel about this match. I still wanted to be Rhea versus Bianca, but we're here now. I'm not going to be like Rhea Ripley and keep complaining about the same thing over and over again. I just can't understand, like, what happened to Rhea Ripley's character? She went from being a mommy and a beast to now being a Karen. Like, you call her Rhea Karen. Like, what are we doing? Now, this match, with all that being said, could go either way. A lot of people feel, oh, Io, because Io is such an underdog and she's such a third wheel that she has to win. Then it's like Rhea has been such a horrible as a character that they must be building her back up to win. She must win. Or Bianca, who's been undefeated and has been in the right, she has to win. So I do like that we really don't know who's going to win. I think Bianca has to win. She's not held the title for a year and a half. I think she's been in the right the entire time in regards to what she's been saying about Rhea. And I think you keep her undefeated streak. You keep that streak until you feel like there's a right person to finally pin in or submit her for that title. Don't have her lose. Like, I don't care what you say. Her losing in a triple threat, she loses her streak. Like, this is not an Edge at WrestleMania 23 gets taken out of the match, so he's technically undefeated 7-0 versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 24. No. Have Bianca win, and if I was booking it, I would definitely have Naomi get involved, help Bianca win, and show that they were in cahoots the whole entire time. I really do. Bianca has been needing a character change for a minute now. The fans are ready for it. They've been booing her for whatever reason, even though y'all don't deserve her, and y'all all should go to hell. I think the fans are ready. They love Rhea more. You know, I feel like it's a Rock Austin thing. I always thought Rock was way better, but for whatever reason, the fans love Austin because, you know, he's just so great. But I love Rhea, but it's just like, I don't know why you're cheering Rhea right now. But yeah, unfortunately, Io, you're losing that title. It's coming back home to Bianca Belair, the EST. And finally, speaking of the main event, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. If Cena doesn't win, we riot. I think that's the first time that's ever been said. If Cena don't win, we riot. Because what was all this for? Now, I understand, I don't know Cena's commitments. I don't know when he'll be able to come back. But I think Cody being a person that loses the WWE title for the WWE, what a story that tells with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, who has been champion for a year, he's been one of the best champions they had since like Austin and Rock. I'm being straight up with you. Like, in terms of a babyface champion, he's been everything you would want in a champion. We all knew this. Like, shout out to Cody, man. Like, I know people are tired of him, feel like he's like a Triple H, Reign of Terror, or Hulk Hogan. He's nowhere near that. But it is time for him to lose that title. His time is up. Cena's time is now. I can't believe I'm saying those words. Like, if you would told me even just 2 years ago, I'll be rooting for John Cena to win a title, I'd be like, you're effing bugging. You're on crack. Like The Rock said, like, stop smoking crack. But we're here now. And I think John Cena, through heelish ways, however that is, will win record-breaking 17. And that will be your biggest moment coming out of WrestleMania, that John Cena won number 17 and now is going to retire. What the hell do we do now? I think that's a hell of a cliffhanger coming out of WrestleMania 41 to build Cody back up to probably get the title back or help whoever will get the title back. But Cody chasing needs to happen. He's so much better chasing the title. Again, Cody's character development needs to be him feeling extremely bad for losing the title, feeling like he let everyone down, and how will he, kind of like Infinity War, or Infinity War, like he feel like he lost it for everyone, like Iron Man felt like he lost it for everyone. How does he, redeem himself? He has to find a way to get Cena to come back and get the title and defeat him for it. I think maybe that's the route you go. But yeah, Cena has to end the night as champion, number 17. Hopefully we see The Rock. At this point, I have no idea. But yeah, Cena leaves WrestleMania as champion, and that's how WrestleMania 41 should end. Let me know who you think will win, or who should win. Let me know, like, comment, subscribe, share other things. Welcome to the Hive, bitch. There's Hayes Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.